Hey, what's up everyone? It's DV, and you're here likely because you saw the free stuff sign in my thumbnail, right? You saw the thumbnail or the title and you're like, free stuff. Okay, it's not clickbait, okay? I promise it's not clickbait, but you can really get free stuff in Roblox Islands, and I'm going to show you how to do so, including ways to accept donations on your island and how to get stuff from other places outside of your island. Now, a couple things before I begin. First, it would mean so much to me if you would take a second and click or tap that subscribe button and turn on the bell to receive notifications for future videos. That number going up always encourages me to make more videos, so thank you so much for subscribing if you have. Next, this video is sponsored by Core Games, an amazing new multiverse that lets you play thousands of free PC games with your friends in all of your favorite genres. You can also create your own games with no coding or art skills required to get started. It's easy to install and you can launch into games much like you can do in Roblox. Core is built on the Unreal Engine, so the visuals are incredible and the games are a ton of fun. I spent endless hours playing games in Core and even dedicated a YouTube channel to it, so I actually play a lot of Core in addition to Roblox. And you can also customize your avatar, collect and choose from cool skins, emotes, pets, and mounts. You can also add me if you'd like. My name is DV Plays on that platform. It's just one word, and there's no friend limit currently, so you can just go ahead and add me and I will accept your invites. One word of advice: go download the client and get your username quick, because this platform is growing super fast, so don't delay. Make sure you get your username so that you don't miss out on that, because a lot of your usernames are always taken on Roblox. I mean, look, my name DV was taken on this platform, so I was able to get DV Plays. So definitely go get your name taken care of, and be sure to download Core using the link in the description or visit coregames.com. And I'm actually working on a Core game right now, so once that is out, I will let you know. So on to how to get free stuff, right? So I want to make a note here. I was initially on the fence about this. I was actually kind of against donation bins for a bit, but because this community loves to help each other out so much and likes to give each other items, I stopped being so against it. I think, it's easy for us to kind of resist donations because it feels like, a form of begging, but it kind of is. It is kind of a passive form of begging, much like a street performer or a tip jar at a coffee shop. It is kind of a passive form of asking for stuff that you're kind of passively asking, right? So you're putting it in front of someone and they're kind of feeling like, should I give? Do I need to give? You're putting the question in their head. So, you do send mixed messages to visitors. So if you have visitors that you don't really want to, make them feel like they need to give something, maybe, push your donation somewhere else a little bit further away. But if you want a lot of stuff, you're going to have to make sure your donation areas are visible. You don't want to tuck it away to be hidden. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do it on your island. So right here, I have actually got a couple different ways you can receive stuff. So this is your traditional donation bin, right? So this is your industrial conveyors. And you can see here on this other side, I can go and just see, like, if someone donates something, maybe they give me some blocks. So if they drop stuff in here, obviously it's going to go in these conveyors, right? You've seen these on islands, but usually you have signs on the wall that say donations, donations, donations. And then, you drop stuff in here and then you pick it up. The other side here, this is actually a different version here. This one's actually very, very big. The problem with this one is there's only 5 chests. So what happens when someone does this? So say someone actually is kind of rude and gives you a bunch of iron ore. So let's see, do I have any? Yeah. So what if they do this, right? This is a problem with this one. And especially, see this sign right here, it says, please no trash. I would recommend never putting this on your donation bin, because what they're going to do is the trolls are always going to do opposite of what you ask them to do. So if you say, hey, don't go over here, guess what? What are they going to do? They're going to go over there. If you say, don't put trash in here, no stone, no iron, no this, no that, guess what they're going to do? They're going to put stone in there. They're going to put dirt blocks in. So they're still going to do that, but by putting a sign up here, they just really want to do whatever you don't want them to do. So what happens when this all fills up is if someone comes by with some legitimately good stuff, it's already full, right? So this is filling up, but imagine someone spammed this so much that it's completely full. Well, unless you're around, maybe you're AFK on a published server, or just, maybe invited everyone on the server and they did this, and then someone comes by and says, oh, I want to donate something good to them. I want to donate a bunch of these, and it can't go in because it's full of trash. That is unfortunate, because, you have a situation like this and the berry seed's just sitting there on the conveyor like, I'm going to despawn in 45 seconds. So how do you get around that? Well, you can go and take this approach, which is a scalable approach, right? So I created a scalable, meaning it can expand, or an expandable donation bin. And how this works is you have stairs that they're going to drop on, right? So you can basically drop your stuff like this, right? And how this works is it goes down the stairs into like a little funnel, and then inside it actually has a load balancer. I'm going to show you what this looks like in a minute. And I've got a ton of chests down there. I've got 16 chests down there right now. And you can actually expand this. So this is 16 right here. So you can see I've got 6 on this side, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then another 6 6, so that's 16. And the cool thing about this is if you wanted to do more layers, you could. You can make it, you can expand it so you can make it, if you wanted to put another 8 out, you could do that. You could actually, move it up to 24 bins. The problem is after a while, some things just don't work as well. This is not bulletproof, meaning you could still end up with some item despawns. So you got to be careful with that. You definitely don't want to have a situation where things are despawning. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up so you can see what it looks like inside. So this is the hedge, right? So this is my load balancer. All right. So when things drop down, they bounce off this hedge, and you can use any kind of hedge, or if you want to use umbrellas, you can use, like Jesse, I think, used umbrellas in one of his, but I like the hedge because it's really short, and you can see I used another one down there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works by just dropping some iron ore here. You can see as it drops, it's going to bounce off of it, and it's going to, as it falls, sometimes it falls on that side, sometimes it doesn't. So it really depends on how it falls from the top. So it's going to, come down that. It's going to bounce off this golden egg. Just kidding, it's not a golden egg. And it works really, really well. So I've actually tested it a bunch, but I'm going to show you how to build this yourself. And one thing I want to say is you don't really want to put stuff like, you don't want to put reasons why they should donate, because when I see people that say I was scammed, I kind of shake my head. And it's not because I'm not feeling bad for you, because look, I feel like getting scammed really is a horrible feeling. The problem was when people lie or they try to place the mistake onto you. Suddenly it's your responsibility to fix their mistake. And that's not fair. That's not fair to anyone. So if you got scammed and you're like, hey, I need something from you because I got scammed, that's not fair. It's a rude thing to do. And I would say, some people don't believe you. So they'll say, well, likely story, sure, you were scammed, So they won't believe you. And then if they do believe you, then they're going to blame you. They're going to say, well, it's your fault. That's why I would not put any kind of signage, right? I would not put any kind of signage and just put donations. Keep your story clean. Don't give any people any kind of reason to have to debate or decide on whether to give you something. They visit your island and it says donations. They don't know you. Okay, well, I've got a couple things for you, right? But then they read these other signs and they're like, wait, what? Wait, what? No trash. Now you're telling me what I can and can't put inside donation bins? Even though you're right, even though they shouldn't put trash, the logic, right? Bad idea to put trash in there. Just as bad to actually put a sign that says, please no trash. The other piece that you haven't thought about that adds up to this message is how you're pricing your items. And then you're overpricing your items and underpricing how much you're willing to give me for my items. If I see your donation bin, they don't like your prices, they see your donation bin, they're going to grief you. So I would just remove your signs and just keep donations. I wouldn't bother any kind of story or messages why they should donate. So now that I've shown you the donation bins, and there are different ways you can do these are the two main ways. And one thing I want to make sure the sides here are important, because if you drop stuff and they kind of bounce off the side of, this is to protect it from, like, if you're dropping stuff, we don't want it to bounce out. So you put the little walls there. So it's just more like a bucket. So let's go over to these other ways to accept donations. A lot of people don't do these. You can actually request donations for items in particular. So, and in fact, there's a lot of hackers out there. There is a hack right now that you'll see, like, if you're dropping items and they're immediately disappearing as soon as you drop them, that means a hacker's actually collecting them automatically through a script. You can actually, donate stuff through a vending. And so you can put a bunch of these so that if people wanted to donate particular types of items, you could have a row of things that you're really interested in having for free. So you can put in here, like, maybe if you're hoping people are going to donate vamp bows, you just swap this out with vamp bows, right? Or if you're hoping they're going to give you free starfruit seeds, just put a 1 coin starfruit seed and let them sell it to you. Just make sure you have 150 coins in there. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything for free. And then the other way to do it is if you want free coins. So this is for getting free items. If you want free coins, this is the way to do it. Now you can see I've got two different amounts here. I would actually recommend this one. A lot of people put million coin machines and they don't think about the fact that there's some people that only have 1 million, but they want to donate to you. Or maybe they have like 10 million, but they're like, dude, you want 1/10 of what I've got in my balance, right? Doing this approach is okay for people that are like billionaires or 100 plus millionaires and they really, really want to help you. But most visitors aren't going to be in this bucket. So what you need to do is you need to do about 100,000 to 300,000. I would say 300,000 because if I bought these out, then I'm not going to max out on my coins, right? So 300,000 times 150 is only 45 million. So if I bought these out, it's only 45 million. So you're not going to hit that cap, which is nice. It gives an opportunity for more players to actually donate to you. So let's go ahead and start building these. I don't need to show you how to make these vendings. I think this is pretty straightforward. So the way I like to do this is I'm going to actually break out one row of 5 here like that. And then we're going to build a row here. So it's going to be another row of blocks right under it. So it's 1 block down and this is going to be our stairs. So I'm going to go ahead and do downstairs. Let's get those stairs out like that. And then we're going to need to make another row here and we're going to go down 1 block. So you're probably going to have to build stuff on the sides like this so that it has something to be against. So you can do something like that. That works fine. And then you're going to do 1 block here. So that way when stuff rolls down here, it's going to roll against that just like that. So we need to do another layer. So let's go ahead and just bring that down like that. And let's do another layer right here. So one down. We're gonna funnel into a single area right there. So that's how it's gonna funnel down. And we can go and block that. So I'm gonna go and drop down and you're gonna go ahead and block this. So now we got our funnel, right? So from the bottom stair here, you're gonna do 3 blocks down. While you're doing this, you should still see the stairs. You're gonna be able to see 9 blocks still in the middle there. So it's gotta be wide enough. All right, so you got this. What we're gonna do is we need to place our hedge first. Let's get our fence post, place the fence post there. And then we need our hedge. There's our hedge. So stuff's gonna drop on that and then fall down. So we can get rid of this. And then we're gonna put another layer down here, which is gonna be our conveyors. And we're gonna get inside. So this is gonna be right here. Break out all these. We're gonna need one on this side as well. So anything that's exposed to the open area, you need to put a conveyor down on. So if it can fall on it, that needs to be a conveyor. So there's a conveyor there. So you can see if I can stand on it, then it needs to be conveyor. It can't be the chest. It needs to be the conveyor. So this needs conveyor there, there, and there. One right there, there, and there. Then we're gonna put the industrial chest on the outside. There we go. And we're gonna seal this up in a minute. But next we're gonna open this hole up right here. So if stuff falls through, it goes to the next layer. So let's go ahead and seal this up. That's sealed on the other side. So now after it falls down from there, we need another bush. So we can build this up one more time. Let's go ahead and put a conveyor there. We don't even need the fence post on this one. It's optional. I kind of like it without. And then we're gonna do the same thing we did before. So where the hole is, you're gonna line these up. So it's 3 on that side, 1 here, another 3. And now we can set up our conveyors like that and then seal it up. All right, that looks good. So let's go ahead and test it out. So when you're dropping stuff right here, you can watch how it bounces off stuff. See how it's like sometimes it lands on the other side? And it really depends on how people are dropping this as well. We'll add some berries. Let's go down there and see what it's looking like. So we got a berry at the bottom. We got a couple things here. Nothing in that one. A couple things in that one. So pretty much all the chests are getting hit. It's balanced. So if you wanted to do more, just expand further down. That's it. Now there's another method that has nothing to do with your island that I want to show you. And actually there's a couple other methods. Now I'm going to show you how to get free stuff from published servers. So published servers you can access from going to this little navigation button. And you can see it says shop and drop, cheap and free, shop and drop, shop and drops. So drop parties are just fun little events that you could just give away stuff to other people. Here's one right here. See, they're just giving iron ore to people. But this is what you consider a drop party. There's some coins. They're dropping some coins. So this is how you get free stuff. You just go to published servers and people give away stuff. So that is what a drop party is. And then there's Discord giveaways. I would actually stay away from Discord giveaways if you can. Now, if you're on my server, our servers are pretty decent with giveaways. A lot of streamer content creators, if you're on a content creator server, it's a little different. But if you're on just a giveaway server, some of them can be sketch. So just be careful if you join any of those, because if you join a server that is strictly for giveaways, there's a lot of scammers there. There's a lot of scams, period. And they're really just using you to get more users on their Discord. Now, that's not the case for 100% of them. So some giveaway servers, I know a couple people that have giveaway servers and they're actually legit cool and safe, but you just got to be aware of certain Discord giveaway servers. And then you have streamer giveaways. Streamer giveaways are like when you're going to a YouTube channel and you see they're giving away stuff. That's actually another way to get free stuff. The problem is usually their server's full. I would actually recommend just kind of doing server hops on published servers, and you can get a pretty much free titles. You can get free seeds. You can get free anything, because drop parties are just like a really cool thing to do on published servers. So just kind of jump around a lot of published servers and you're going to find a lot of giveaways. So I want to tell you, begging is actually a really bad way to get stuff. Please, someone, please help me. Please give me something. You're rich. Especially telling someone they're rich and that's a reason for you to get stuff from them is a huge insult. Consider whenever you're asking for stuff, do so very politely and humbly. There's something about being humble, right? Saying, look, I know I don't deserve it, but it would really help me if you could give me something. If not, that's cool, but if it's something that you're not using, I don't care what kind it is. I don't care how good it is. I just need a pickaxe, or I just need a whatever. I would always recommend grinding for it, but if you're really, really desperate on something, always ask politely. Sometimes it does work. But again, I'm always going to recommend that you grind for what you get, because it's more fun, it's more interesting. But it's always best to play with, as much as you can by earning what you get, other than if I was going to pay for it back. Like if I was going to do a loan, I've done like payback, like I'll pay you back soon after I'm done. That's another way to do it. Like if you have friends that you want to ask, them for stuff, just say, hey, can I borrow some stuff? I will pay you back once I sell it, or once whatever. Like that's actually another way of doing things in a legitimate way. Like if you told your friend, hey, I just need a loan for like 10 million because I've got a good deal and I can flip it and make it, make 20 million, they're gonna be like, cool. And you can just offer them some interest, give you an extra million or whatever it is that you want to give them. They're gonna really respect that and most likely give you what you need. Just make sure you follow through on paying them back, because that would be a big bummer. And you don't want to lose a friend over this game. So thanks again for watching, and don't forget to check out Core. Core. The download link to Core is in the description as well. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Peace.